ready. Would you like to introduce it this week?
Welcome to a Cosmic Crane conversation with moi, Tina.
And me, Marie.
And today we are going to talk about...
Wow. God,
we found a subject title really awkward because we don't want to bad name anybody.
No, it's not the intention, is it?
No.
Because it's not about individuals what we're going to talk about.
So
well, it is. It is.
In a way, what it is as a reader, tarot reader, or spiritual person.
What was that? Spiritual,
you know,
for those who need help.
I obviously know that I'm not bonkers, and it took me a long time to realise that I'm not bonkers, and what I hear and see, if I'm talking as a medium to someone, it makes sense to them, and I've picked things out that nobody would have known.
Yeah.
So I know that I'm real, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
But there are certain people in the fields, not naming names as such, but the thing is, do you believe, or how do you believe? Yeah, this is really difficult.
I think, right, where I come from.
Who's genuine? How do you believe it?
Yeah, but where I was coming from was, how can people believe in channeling or mediumship or things like that when people have been found out to be frauds, which then casts aspersions on the true deliverers?
It's the same with anything, really. I think, like on YouTube, like you'll get fake ghost videos and fake UFOs.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are fake, but then it's hard to pick out the ones that are genuine and real.
Yeah, I mean,
and it takes that away from
technology is so good these days. It's like when we were talking about our perceptions on, or our opinions on things where people are channeling or giving a reading one-to-one. I don't know if it's the same when we were talking earlier, but I was thinking that it's private. Yeah. It's private. Some people have them filmed, even though it's private, and some people have them taped as well, in some shape or form, some vocal recording. Okay, all right then, that's for that person, and they can share it as they want. But then there's... you see, it's difficult because I don't want to say things. I don't want to besmirch.
No, there are charlatans.
Yeah.
And there are people that I think maybe started out genuine and then egos got to them. Or, like television, that they maybe were a small-time medium or something, and then, look, television money, and then
they have to perform, they're under contract.
Yeah, and then they start to fake stuff, I think, because they need to perform.
Or maybe what they're saying is not as truthful as it should be.
Or exaggerated.
Allegedly.
And it becomes entertainment.
Yeah.
When you're doing a personal one-to-one, it's not about entertainment, it's, it's really personal.
We've had, and I've spoken about it because it was only my only time where somebody was saying to me, like, oh yeah, I get that, when I was doing the reading for them. I was getting messages, and then they were going, all right then, well, if you could do that, then what about this, and what about that? And that's, I've mentioned it before, I'm not a performing animal, I'm not making this up. What I can't get, I can't get. What I can't deliver, I can't deliver. But you can see where we're coming from, hopefully, is that the people who do tours, and like you say, stage, and things like that, they, as far, let's be like respectful that people would say they're at the top of their game. I beg to differ, because there's a lot of people at the top of the game that don't go on tour, and they're the lucky ones, if you want to say it like that get to become famous, and earn good money, you know, and all the best. But I think that your craft suffers. That's my opinion.
With Reiki, yeah, I understand that there should be a transaction because you're giving something, and that's why people charge money. Yeah. Because you're giving.
I'm not having to go at charging money.
Oh, it's energy, and so they give back. Yeah, but no, because I don't really agree with that, because I think if you're truly looking to teach people enlightenment or the truth, if you want to call it that, about where we came from, who we are, and aliens and whatnot, then it shouldn't come from a place where, okay, well, I need to earn some money.
No.
But
no, what I was where I was coming from, maybe you haven't got the petrol to get somewhere, or the train ticket or something.
Yeah.
They need to believe. And you see, I'm not trying to put people down. I'm trying to say, like, there is so many genuine people out there.
Oh, yeah.
Genuine, that have been given a bad name by entertainment. I think by entertainment anyway. But who wouldn't want to be famous?
No, I wouldn't.
Well, there you go, there's one.
No. And I know a very special friend who keeps going on about her being introvert. You know, and I think that's me as well. It's...
Hang on, stop. How did that come from?
Well, not wanting to be up on stage, and that ego thing, and then it goes out into entertainment, doesn't it? Like that would be so far from what I would want.
Right.
Because I just prefer the one-to-one private session. I wouldn't want it filmed.
Well, we do a Cosmic Sisters Tarot where you do.
Yeah. I do
readings for the masses.
Yeah. True.
Right.
Yeah. But
so what if you became popular?
Yeah, if I became popular.
Okay, shall I put words in your mouth? You'd be true to yourself.
I'd still be doing exactly the same as what I was doing when I started.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. You're thinking I'm trying to trip you up. I'm not. I'm trying to back you up. You always think, look, see the little face on there? He's like, as if I'm trying to bring out what you're trying to say. That's all.
Yeah, so I'd still be me and still be the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Not everybody's as good-hearted as that, though, are they?
Good-hearted, as in
not
wanting to earn money, you mean?
Not wanting to fake for the popularity.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just mediums, is it? Because we was talking about others that are in the field of UFOs, aliens and whatnot, and ghosts and stuff.
Yeah.
And there are some famous names that we're not going to mention, are we?
No, don't say names.
So
it's not worth it.
Names
that
have done lectures and, you know, gatherings.
Yeah, by the way, we're not being woke. It's just I don't think this is the time or the place to be character assassinate. It's about how people have done things. And if you don't mind me saying, do you know what I mean? That's why I'm not saying names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are they genuine? Like how, especially if you're looking for a spiritual teacher, how do you know who's genuine and who's not? You can't. You can't. Because even if someone's reviewed that person, you can believe so much. Like there's quite a few famous celebrities that are on YouTube, and they do lectures as well. They teach, and they do channeling, aliens and stuff. And I've listened to a few of them, and I thought,
Why have you thought now?
Because some of them sound like they're talking out of a series of Star Trek.
Right.
You know, like with the names, and it always reminds me of you. I know nothing about that cult that you.
Yes, I won't mention, yeah.
But it sounds like that, you know, like a science fiction writer.
Oh,
and that's
the very
me,
famous,
you know, like alien names beginning with Z
family
and
destroying,
X
child trafficking cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, that begins with S.
But people believe it. People will get roped into that and believe it so much. If someone comes from the outside and says this is rubbish, we've proved it, and they'll just go, no, you've got it all wrong.
Right.
Because they are so brainwashed and wrapped into that's their truth. And this is what I'm saying about these people on YouTube or TV that say they are genuine. You know, they're channeling an alien from planet Zog.
Yes, right.
And that this is what they're going to say about 2025, and when there's an eclipse of the full moon, we're going through a transformation.
But that can be true. See, it's giving genuine people, you know, they're giving them people won't believe them.
So I think if you are looking to find a teacher, because actually my son was in this category, he was looking for spiritual guidance. I don't know why it didn't come to me. Why didn't you come to me, like your mother? But he was paying someone.
Oh, sorry, before we go on, I am not Mother Teresa or an elderly lady from the village. It's freezing. I thank you. I do apologise, Karen.
Yeah, my feet.
I'm wearing a hoodie, by the way.
Yeah, so he found this person on whatever platform and was paying them money. And after a few weeks or sessions or whatever, he was getting somewhere doing shadow work and stuff.
So it starts off as genuine.
Yeah, then something that was said, something clicked because he's not stupid. This ain't right. I don't want to do this.
He did give you a call about it, didn't he?
Yeah, and I said, get the F out.
So what they were doing, they were asking them to do things or be part of something that wasn't sitting right with the young man and his wife. So
he tried to come back and say it was all her.
Who tried to come back?
This teacher, spiritual teacher, tried to come back to my son and say, oh, it was all my wife, not whoever she was, girlfriend, wife, it was all her, it wasn't me. And I said, no. And we actually, I think we did a reading about it, me and you. I'm sure we did, like asking about this person and
the character,
yeah. Again, I trust in the cards. I do.
Yeah.
I do. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing them. I'm not a charlatan. If I was faking it, I could earn loads of money, couldn't I? Just
that was the point I was going to come to in a minute. But regarding what you were on about, basically they gained somebody's trust. This is how it all works, isn't it? You gain somebody's trust. You may make a mistake or two, mightn't you? If you're being a charlatan, just to prove that you're human to the person receiving. So you basically love bomb this person, don't you? You love bomb people or a person. So they start trusting in you. But what was said, I know I'm going over what you said, but what was said was totally unacceptable, whatever it was, to him. And he did, like I say, he asked to say, like, basically, I'm not going mad, am I? This is wrong, Jenny. I feel this is wrong. But not everybody has got somebody to call.
But alarm bells went in his head and he just wanted confirmation. It was like,
time to get out. And then they were nasty about it.
Yeah.
Don't forget this bit.
Yeah, they've got caught out. Narcissist was a word that I said to him.
Not a narcissist.
Narcissist.
Yeah.
So we do YouTube Well, I do readings, you do single reading. I do it because I love reading the cards. I don't expect anything back, and I want to give it for free, so I am giving it to you out there.
On the way, see, we sound like we're being hypocrites. On the way, if it monetises or anything like that, it's not. Well,
it's going to charity.
It's going to charity, but that doesn't. It's not going to. You see, this is a slippery road because we've just said one thing, and then we're saying another. Like we're doing it, hopefully, to monetise for whatever reason.
But if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah. Basically, I think we should detach, because what we're saying is, it's the ones. Okay, we watched somebody who was channeling. I've just gone completely off, right? I was watching somebody channeling, and I couldn't believe my ears.
Because they slipped up.
They slipped up.
And it's someone very famous who's been doing it for many, many, many years.
And I don't think anybody noticed.
And I didn't even notice.
I said, rewind that back.
I sort of did, and then I thought, did they just say that? And you said that, and I...
Okay, what it was, they were channeling as somebody. They said that this somebody and their partner, the person who was sitting there, we have done this. Then they said, oh, it's going to bug me now how they said it, but they said the reverse. So it was if the man, it is a man,
was talking about the
channeler
entity.
It switched.
Yeah.
I think
it was supposed to be the entity talking through him, but all of a sudden,
it was him.
He said the entity's name as the second person.
It was just that
he slipped up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could tell you where to go. But
yeah, so
I don't want to I'm trying to make a big deal, but how do you expect me to believe what you're doing when you just slipped up big time?
Yeah.
I didn't have an opinion on this person. This was the very first video I'd ever watched of this channeler.
You trust these people.
Yeah.
You know? It's sad, and it makes me angry that people really look up to them.
And
you're betraying people's
just blew it.
Trust.
But I think if you are so condensed in your feelings about that person, maybe you didn't hear it. Maybe it took an outsider, like somebody who hasn't seen them before. And coming back to the point, isn't it hard for people to believe in stuff or think they're genuine channelers, mediums, reading tarot, oracles, did I say channeling? Yeah. How do you expect some people to believe? I get where you're coming from.
My partner doesn't believe any of it, doesn't believe in ghosts, UFOs. He says, oh, when I see it, I believe it. So I've never done it. I don't think I've ever done him a reading, because I don't like doing readings for people if they don't believe. There's no point, is there?
We're not performing animals, are we?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not trying to prove anything. So I ain't got to prove anything to him.
No.
So I don't. He's not interested.
I think it's, forgive me for using this terminology, it's a calling. Yeah. It's something, I fought against it for years because I thought I was going out my brain.
What our friend said, our good friend.
Okay.
Some are not ready for it yet.
Very wise words. Some are not ready.
So my partner's not ready for it yet.
No. But let's get back to the point that we're trying to not besmirch the art, the craft, the calling, whatever you want to say. I mean, please put in the comments. I have asked for 64 podcasts to put an opinion. We've had some in the last few podcasts. I'm not asking to bump up the algorithm or whatever it is, but that'd be great. But no, I'm not. I'm just saying we haven't touched on some subjects because we don't know everything. But this one, what is your opinion? What do you think? Are we being horrible to people who have had success, thinking that we're jealous of them? Do you think that? Or do you think we have a valid point? That I think when you get to a certain stage in entertainment, I'm not saying they're doing it for entertainment purposes, I'm just saying when you get so far and you have to deliver on a big thing, I mean, what is it? What did you know, is there somebody here who knows a George?
Oh, yeah. Wait, is it George? No. Oh, it's Jim.
It's
Jane.
Jane, that's it.
Yeah, Jane. Oh, you know a Jane? Yes,
Yeah,
it's Jane.
Jane, yeah. It's a dog down the road.
Yeah.
But, you know, if anybody's seen Clinton Baptiste on Phoenix Nights, oh my God. I get it. I absolutely get why people take the mickey.
I think it is funny as well.
I think it's deadly funny. Go on, what did you say to me?
I said, okay, I can. What's your relevance to the number 35?
And I said I was once. It just come out of nowhere. But we're genuinely not trying to take the mickey. Genuinely.
No, because we are. I mean, we are. We are.
We are do it.
Channelers. We are tarot readers.
Yeah.
We do
and
it,
I
so we can take the mickey out of ourselves.
And I don't. I'm. You know, sometimes I can't get things.
Sometimes you doubt yourself.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Big time.
You know.
Have you had an experience like that where you've doubted yourself? If you channeling or cards, or have you had any difficulty reading for somebody like we have, who actually block you?
Yeah.
And it's and then that makes you look like you're desperate because
you're trying to find something.
Yeah, but you have different information, but they're going to go, no, that's not me. No, I don't know anybody. And they do. You know they do. You know. So what's your...
both ways.
Yeah, this was just we was in the car and we thought, you know.
We was actually listening to some on YouTube, and there's a famous guy that I know that does disclosure, American chap, and somebody went to one of his gatherings where they talk to aliens and stuff, and he didn't
you surprised
pick up
me,
anything, and I really follow this person, and I thought, oh really? No, and I found it hard to believe.
Hang on, you haven't told us what.
They would all sit down under the stars, and then they would film it, and oh look, on the film there's an entity coming, and this guy who had paid is going, I can't see anything. And the main guy, teacher, whatever you want to call him, was getting frustrated, and in the end he said something quite nasty
allegedly,
to him,
allegedly,
and like, oh, you're not feeling it, or everyone else can see it, and he's like, basically he was saying it was crap, and the way he spoke to him was crap, and he wasn't spiritual at all. But in his defence, he could have been having, like you said,
I said the leader. I said the leader, the leader of the group, could have been having a bad day. We don't know if that person
had a grudge.
We don't know if I don't know if they weren't really bothered. They were just going along.
And
for
you
the
know
ride.
what? That's one person out of millions of people that follow this person and have been on these courses or whatever it is, and I still think he's genuine.
Well, how come you heard about that man?
But saying that, I know he's got this £1 million mansion, wherever it is, with tons of beautiful land, and he does the thing on his land. So he has made a lot of money, which puts him in that category that we was talking about.
I see, now I can come from a place, so if somebody makes money, they're not real.
No, but making millions and then treating that person like that.
Ego?
Also, this guy claims to... there's contradictions, because this guy claims that he he's sort of, like they defected. They used to work in the government, and now
Oh,
they're disclosing.
yeah.
And then this is like years ago it happened, and he's been disclosing information. Then all of a sudden he's talking about he's been on the secret bases or whatever doing stuff. And I thought, hang on a minute, if you was outed and you was blocked out from everything, how are you now in this secret thing and finding out all this information? And you were there and you was talking to this government
They knew you were a whistleblower, basically.
Yeah. How would you?
And they allowed you in again.
Yeah, that contradicts. So there was a little bit of and then I did start following him. I unfollowed. Now and then I'll see things pop up, when you're scrolling, and he's still there because he's on my algorithm.
You believe what you want to believe, don't you?
So you have to take from it, like when we say with the readings, you take
if
from
it resonates with you,
exactly.
Great. If you don't, stroll on.
Yep, exactly.
You know what I mean? But I think where we're coming from is, I think your integrity is very much questioned when you become successful. And maybe there is a pressure to perform. I know people have brands. I know people have to, keep that going and all that. Do you know what? Carry on. Knock yourselves out. But don't lose your integrity. That's all. Because if I could make money, I'm serious, for the doc, I'm being serious. If we could get some money for the charity and all that, I'm going to be fantastic. Lovely, nice one. Right? I'm not knocking that you're making money. There's a difference. I'm not knocking that you're making it. But if you have a pressure to sustain that, and that level of popularity to keep going.
Or the urge to want more.
Yeah.
Wanting more from it.
I have to question some things, I don't feel that there'll be a time when I'll be in that position. I hope to be, I don't know about you, I hope to be successful with people. And if that comes a monetary reward for the charity that we keep pushing, which is TRNC
Animal Rescue Family.
That was a TRNC Animal Rescue Family on PayPal.
SOSDogs2017@outlook.com.
Yeah, anything you can spare. I mean, we've done, about 64, 65 podcasts, and always asking, do you know what? If only 10 people watched us or listened to us, put £1 in PayPal.
It's a tenner.
Hey, do you know what that gets us? Is it a bag? No, it's half a bag of dog food.
Half a bag of dog food.
No, but that's half a bag of dog food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know we're going off the subject, but I do think that people should be allowed to make money. I think people should be allowed to be successful, but keep that back here. Your ego. What was it we talked about? Being open-minded still, having that freshness still. Anything you want to end with?
No.
So I think, when we come to the conclusion of, just make your money, great. Just don't lose your integrity. And there are charlatans.
Stay genuine.
Yeah. Be yourself. Give us your opinion. Please do. It'd be great to hear from you. And you're praying. And then from them, we maybe be... Do you know what? Somebody did a great live once, and we took the plunge, well, I did, didn't I? And asked them to be somebody on our podcast. We'd be grateful to go on one of yours, and you can come on ours. This is how we spread the word. This is how we spread the light. It may not be the same opinion as you, so give yours. On that note, it's a goodbye from Cosmic Crone Conversation with me, Marie.
And me, Tina.
Take care, everyone. See you next time.